Good morning. Good morning to all my friends and family, and welcome to Jim's 5 a.m. Club. And as usual, it's Sunday morning. I have a routine that I've been doing over a number of years, and that routine is to come down to Bronte Pool, do my morning swim at sunrise, and over the past 6 months I've also been trying to knock out a few Jim's 5 a.m. clubs. So if you look closely into my glasses, you probably see what I'm looking at, and it's a magnificent East Coast sunrise. How glorious is that? Anyway, let's have a bit of a chat today, and I want to spend some time and expand upon a topic that I chatted to you about yesterday in Jim's 5 a.m. Club. And I was so impressed by a book summary that I read by an author named Joe Dispenza. I've forgotten his name, but a wonderful author, a doctor who puts a different spin on our humanity and how we are as people. And what I'll do is I'll just get up and do a bit of a walk and talk around here, so bear with me as I get up. And I'm on the cliff face, so I've got to be careful because as you can see, if I make a wrong move, I end up over the side there. Anyway, let's enjoy the sunrise while we chat, because it is a very deep topic that we touch on this morning, and it all goes back to our purpose, our humanity, and how we're different from every other animal and organism in the world. Because the author says, and starts off by saying that humans are born with a much larger brain that relative to their body size than other animals, and the brain has the ability, has parts where you can think, where you can experience and express rational and logical thought. There's a part of the brain where you can feel, and there's also the part of the brain that allows us to have memories, to be able to express our past, present and future, which is quite unique according to the author, because no other animal in God's kingdom has those abilities. So you can accept it or not accept it, but this is where the author's coming from. The fact that we humans are designed in a way to be very special, and it doesn't come as a surprise that our Christian faith reminds us that we're made in God's image. We have a soul, a body, and the soul is a rational soul, a soul that has the ability to conceive and to glorify our Creator. But the author goes on to say a few other things which absolutely blew my mind. And he talked about the fact that as humans, we are but a petri dish. We're a forum for chemical reactions to take place, and those chemical reactions appear to us as emotions, as feelings, and the stronger the chemical reaction, the stronger the feeling, the stronger the association, and you get hooked on these things. You get hooked on feelings. That's why we fall in love with people, with places, because somewhere along the way, those places those things, those experiences, those shared experiences have triggered a reaction, a chemical reaction, an electrical, physical sort of event that is cemented in our lives. So just think about it. That we're a combination. We're a combination of compounding chemical reactions, and we're able to associate to those reactions and to create meaning with all of those things. And that meaning can become a memory, can be an expression of love, and can allow us to function and to express ourselves differently to all other animals in the animal kingdom. But it also comes with a big responsibility and an accountability, and it comes with risks and rewards, because the brain can also be misused. It doesn't come with a manual, a how to use manual, and it can be misused by people. And the author talks about the fact that a lot of people live in their past, or live too much in their past, or too much in their future, and worry and fret and live with anxiety. And he goes on to say that we were given a fight or flight response for our safety, for our benefit, to keep us alive, so that if we're walking along and we see a bear or a lion or a tiger or a lefty, then we make a rational decision, or an immediate primal decision, as to whether or not we sit and fight or we just escape to live another day. But he said that some people, the people who live too much in the past and too much in the future, and don't live in the present, in the now, in the eternal now, continue. They become chronic junkies of cortisol and anxiety because they overthink. We've been given the ability to think, to rationalize and do all of those sorts of things. But if you're doing it all the time and you're doing it incorrectly, then chances are that you're going to be creating chemical reactions in your body and overstimulating your body with, it could be a pleasure hormone, like dopamine, or it could be an adrenaline style of hormone like cortisol. And by being stuck in a loop of chronic worry, anguish and anxiety, you could be most probably contributing to your bad health, because sooner or later, the author says, we humans, or no animal, he says, no animal in the human or in our planet or in the animal kingdom can survive by operating in emergency mode all the time. Sadly, there are a lot of people in our lives that we come across who have been injured through relationships, through bad parenting, through bullying at school, through their own self-sabotage. Who knows what it is? But there are people, lots of people, who are suffering at the consequence of other people around them, or themselves. You know, let's be honest. Some people are their own worst enemies. Look at that sunrise in my glasses. How beautiful is that? I love it. I love this first morning light. But what the author says is that you can make a decision you can decide. And I had a friend of mine post on my Facebook last night that it's hard. It's hard to forget some past traumatic experiences, and I agree. But the important thing we learn in our lives is we need to move on. And if we don't capture the now, and if we don't delegate yesterday's problems and tomorrow's worries to our Creator, then we're going to live in anguish, and our petri dish, our chemical test tube will always be catalyzed. I don't know if that is a word, but there'll be catalysts. There'll be those events which keep on recurring in our mind, remembering that it's what we're thinking about which is creating the chemical reaction. What we're constantly focusing on is our reality. And if you're constantly focusing on the crap, the shit that has happened in the past, or the potential crap or rubbish that may happen tomorrow, and mind you, the fears that we have today that we're worrying about, most of them will never happen. Most of them will never manifest themselves. We know that. Studies tell us that less than 10% of the things that you worry about tomorrow will actually come to fruition. Anyway, thank you very much. I'm starting to get ready to go and pop myself in that pool down there. I'll try and get the middle lane number 3, and do my 70 laps, which is the equivalent of 2 or 2.1 kilometers. It's a 33-meter pool. You do the calculation. And that's the place where I go. That's my bolt hole, or a place where I zone out. A place where I can just sit there, go lap after lap after lap, in total isolation. It's just me taking a breath in and blowing out, doing my duck lips and blowing out, lap after lap for 1 hour straight. And it's an opportunity for me to enjoy the now, my now. It's my Sunday morning, it's my now, and I'm going to enjoy it as best I can. And I encourage everybody to forget about tomorrow, forget about yesterday, and try and do the best you possibly can with now. Go live with your now, right now. And don't look back at previous videos, don't plan future videos, but go live and live the authentic now, because that's all we have. You know, yesterday was just a memory. You know, tomorrow is just a worry or a level of anguish that we're thinking about. But we've got now. I've got that sunrise behind me. I've got the pool below me. And all I have is a decision to make. And looking down there at the moment, I can just see that all of a sudden all of the lanes are taken up, but it doesn't matter. I'll just wait my turn, pop my goggles on, go down by the water and wait my turn, and sooner or later a lane will pop up and I will achieve my goal for today. So let's finish off with a positive affirmation. I'm alive, I am well, and I feel absolutely great. To my friends and family, stay connected, stay relevant, and make the most of your eternal now, your right now. As I said before, go live with your life and don't worry about what happened yesterday. Don't worry about what's going to happen tomorrow. Just delegate them. Delegate them to your Creator. Have faith and trust, and just do what you have to do right now to make the most of this moment. So thank you once again for joining me on Jim's 5 AM Club. I thoroughly enjoy the opportunity to come to you every morning from a different location, showcasing the beauty of this world around us, and also hopefully supplementing it and complementing it with an empowering message, a message of hope to help us complete this journey, have a shared experience, and make the most of our today, our now. And I've got a drone behind me. Can you see that drone in the air? There it is. I'll be doing a drone at some point. So stay tuned, everybody, and make the most, as I said. And be careful that you don't become a chronic junkie of cortisol, of worry, and of anxiety, because you are what you focus on. Focus on the positive stuff, focus on the good stuff to enjoy your life, because if you're focusing on the bad stuff, if you're focusing on the negative stuff, and you become a chronic patient in the hospital of worry and disappointment, then you'll only have yourself to blame and nobody else. Take care, Sasagapao. From Jim's 5 a.m. Club, Bronte, Sydney. And let me have a look down there. I'm feeling a little bit better. There's a couple of lanes that have freed up again, and I'm going to go and enjoy my solace, my solitude, and my now time. Yasas. Sasagapao. Bye for now. Cheers. Take care.